Edmon and Argo at Ikira, the episode 163. Oh god, that's an old reference. Right, let's carry on. Kicking the toffee out of the directorate. Doesn't matter which order we do them in. Genuinely just doesn't matter. Since the only people we can work for here seems to be the Arana Restoration, so let's rumble. It's gonna be a lot of slaughter through these last few episodes. It's gonna be a lot of one-sided ass kicking. We've just reached that point now. We're just tidying up. In many ways the campaign is over, but it's not over. It's not over until we run out of days. And we still have 25 days left, but in terms of all major objectives and everything that we want to do, can do, we're pretty much done. This is the nature of Iron Man. It's a journey, and sometimes the last little bit of the journey is the most painful. In fact, I can tell you a story about painful journeys. So, when I was in the military, there is a walk that you can do in Jersey. It's known as the ITEX walk because it was sponsored by the company ITEX for a long time, but I think it's like over 20 years, but now it's known as the Island Walk because ITEX stopped sponsoring it after a while. And they've done well actually, because you know people still refer to it as the ITEX Walk, no matter who sponsors it. And it's a 48.3 mile slog around the edge of the island. Now let me tell you, at that time I was fit in a way I never even believed that I could be fit. So anyway, I took on the challenge because I had something to prove, so I thought I would do it.
Move order received.
And I got about 2/3 of the way around the island in it was about 7 or 8 hours, which in fact I think it was a little bit less than that. I think it was probably like about 6 hours. And that was a really good time. That meant that I would be finishing in about 9 hours, 9 to 10 hours, and that was a very solid time. It wasn't the best. I wasn't the best. I was supremely fit, but I was not. I wasn't one of these people who running or walking is their life, and they
heading out.
That's all they do, and that's all they've loved, so they're brilliant at it. But anyway, I was pretty fit, and after 6 or 7 hours of running, I actually felt pretty good. It wasn't a hard run. It wasn't a Taskmaster run. There was no corporal chasing after me with swear words. It was just a nice run. And I'd met up with these two guys from the States of Jersey Fire Department, and they were also supremely fit, fitter than me, definitely. But I was keeping up with them, and it was good because it was just the three of us. Basically, we were really pushing the envelope. And so on the north coast, which is the worst part of the run, or the most dangerous part of the run, I slipped and twisted my foot, and I made out a little yelp like a small dog. And the guys are like, "Oh, you alright?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I think I've just hurt my ankle a little bit." And they're like, "Well, I've got some ibuprofen here if you can take that." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks." and then they ditched me. But I couldn't give up because you can't. Everyone in the regiment knew that I was doing this run, so I
Good
couldn't
to go.
exactly not do it now. I couldn't go back in humiliated, so I hobbled my way around the last about 12 or 13 miles, and it was gruesome and emotional. And I finished in 14 hours, so the last third took longer than the first two thirds. And I was heading towards the end, and I met up with two very nice sort of paramedic ladies who had just been walking it. Because you can finish it at a walk. So I was aiming for 9 or 10 hours, which is, you know, jogging pace to finish it. You can walk it in about 12 or 13 hours, and so they caught up to me, and they'd just been walking it.
Moving out.
And they called ahead for a first aider that they knew. And when I got to the next, station, or you know, like drinks point, there was like a a tent and services sort of every 6 or 7 miles. So, you know, there were drinks and food and, you know, first aiders and all that kind of thing. And they got a guy in from the ambulance service, you know, because I explained to them that I wasn't going to retire because, you know, I would never hear the end of it. So this guy came and he brought in like a pair of these really helpful socks. So I ended up like switching my socks, putting blister compressors on all of my blisters, which were outstanding by that point. And I hobbled my way on for the last couple of miles, and then it was over, and I did it, and I went. There was a huge party at the end, but I didn't sort of do any of the partying because I was in agony, and I basically couldn't walk for the next 3 days. That's how bad my feet were. In fact, my feet ache just thinking about it now. My feet hurt. But it got me out of PT that week, so that was pretty good. Yeah. And so, you know, it's one of those things. It's it may be painful, but sometimes you've got to finish what you started. And so that is what I am going to do here. Though this is definitely painful in a different way.
It's go time.
This convoy does not want to wait, does it? It has a death wish. Alright, you went for me. That's fine. 35, 35. Those two are no threat. That could potentially take out an APC. Yeah, so anyway, that's my story about the ITEX war. It would not be...
Yes, Commander.
A few months later, I would go to Pirbright and do the army fitness test.
Jump jet, engage.
Which, by the way, was way less painful than the ITEX walk. The ITEX walk was brutal. No lie, that was a hard time.
On multiple enemies.
I never saw those two guys from the fire department again. They, I'm sure they were long gone by the time I hobbled over the finish line. Just getting these boys tagged. Wow, that was a bad shot. How does it even fire like two beams like that? You'd think that the medium lasers were twin linked in the same turret. They wouldn't be able to do that.
Losing lots of armor.
Standing by. Affirmative.
Right. Let's just get these guys killed. That's it for stories for this episode.
Affirmative.
Nice. Ah, didn't just quite work out. Come on, kill him. Nice. Ah, it's not quite enough.
Standing by. Engage in jump jet. Roger.
Alright, that grasshopper is as good as dead.
Vehicle down.
A striker would actually lose a fight with one of these APCs straight up, so... And you know, I've got 4 of them.
Yes, Commander. Roger.
Alright, let's go.
Affirmative. That one's gonna leave a mark.
Oh man, my legs hurt now. You actually get a medal for completing the island walk. They give a different medal away each year. Certainly deserve a medal if you finish it. 48 miles is a hell of a distance to walk in a single day. Even just walking it.
Yes, Commander.
Especially considering all the
Waiting for orders.
all the horrendously broken cliff and such that you have to walk up and down.
Copy that, Commander.
And across the beach, sand dunes.
All weapons are go.
Basically every kind of nasty weather condition, terrain
island
condition
is a
you
new
can think
target.
of is on the route. Concrete, rock, soft earth, sand.
Receiving you.
The whole 9 yards.
Engaging target.
Man, we rescued all the vehicles. I'm shocked.
Reporting. One less vehicle.
Let's go, boys.
Roger.
Coordinates received.
Moving to position.
Confirmed.
Alright. Now all I need is like another story for the next 20 episodes. I doubt it would be 20 episodes. I'm pretty sure it will be about another 6 or 7, and then we get to do the raid, which will be awesome. It's a shame because a lot of campaigns that people make, they get cut off before the end because, you know, the viewers start to drop after 10 or 15 episodes, and by the time you're 40 or 50 episodes in, you've only got like 100 or 120 people who are watching the whole thing, watching it. I think by this point we're probably down to about 70 people. But, you know, even if it was just down to 25 people, I want those 25 people to at least see how it ends, right? What's worse than a movie or a manga or
This position, Commander.
a
The
book?
package will be on its way soon.
It's got no ending. Just kind of fizzles out. That kind of sucks. Whoa, what is that? That is a weird bug. Okay, it fixed itself. Alright, let's deal with these boys, shall we? We've got a hatchet man, a disco back, another hatchet man, and an enforcer. Because they're not tagged and they also can't see the convoy, they will not fire. Oh look, the weird glitch is back. I'm not sure if it's showing up on the recording though. Yeah, it is. There's this weird light glitch going on here.
Ready for orders.
How intensely odd.
I copy.
Let's get rid of the most dangerous one first.
Firing.
The disco back. I hope he's still in the zone. I hope he hasn't actually
I'm receiving you.
over moved.
Take this.
Alright, put a hole in him.
Yes, Commander.
Should be able to kill him.
Acknowledged.
Oh, not with accuracy like that we won't. Hit everywhere except where we were meant to hit.
Scored a critical hit.
Even the head was hit. Excuse me. Well, now he's on his ass. Should be a simple matter to just finish him.
Reporting.
Nothing worse than a hunchback in the water.
Hot damn, let's do this.
After that weird lighting glitch, there's like a bit of a lag on this mission as well, so I'm wondering if that's got something to do with the strange lag that they sometimes get. These hatchet men are never going to get close enough to the convoy to do anything. Could probably get behind them and kill them that way, but...
Need something, Chief?
I'm here.
Strikes me as a little bit unnecessary.
10-4.
Let's get rid of the enforcer now. Well, that looked like it
Awaiting
hurt.
orders. Wilco.
Nice.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Time to finish him. Ooh, he might be exposed there. Although, I mean,
Standing by.
they would need several direct AC-10 hits to actually kill
Copy that.
the convoy.
Aye, aye.
See ya.
Target neutralized.
Ready for orders.
And that leaves one hatchet man to be hit on this turn. Which I am happy to oblige.
Locked on.
Oh, that was a weird lag there. Maybe I should give my client a restart after this. It's been running for about 3 or 4 days now, so... Oof.
Reporting. Major armor loss.
This Hatchet Man is such a confused mech.
Receiving you.
Orders?
Waiting for orders.
How's it going?
Such a confused mech. Because, you know, it's got that auto cannon.
Locking in all weapons.
Really overly heavy item.
Hope we can salvage that.
And no support hard points despite the fact that it's a melee mech.
Commander? Fire an all weapon.
What? Disco Fever.
Awaiting orders.
Your mission is to turn this guy into paste.
Firing on target. Solid connection, that one.
Alright, there goes his defensive bonuses. He is as good as dead. Not even doing anything special here. If anything, my strategy is bad. But it doesn't matter, because I'm just so overtly powerful.
Yes, Commander. Affirmative.
And he's done.
One less target.
Good job. Objective secured.
Sweet. Everything wiped out. Army mateys. Feels quite bright in here today, despite the fact that the lighting level never changes. Okay, I'm definitely restarting the client after this one. Sweet. More Seabills. That'll improve my score, I'm sure. Come on. All right, we're finally back in the. We're finally back on the Argo. Well, it would be a bit of a short episode to end it now, so I'm going to. I might as well do another mission and just put up with it. But we'll go for a nice easy one. And by easy, I mean quick. And battles are usually quick. Carry on working on getting the directorate to hate me full bore. I know it doesn't matter for points, but it just completes me. I'm going to bring along the initiative Cyclops. Just to help speed things along. Alright. I'm not expecting much resistance from the enemy here. But who knows? Could face off against 4 Hunchback 4Gs and be risking losing a 10-10-10-10 pilot. I doubt it, but... Okay. We are the tip of the spear, my boy. This shouldn't be too hard. This game definitely, like, I know people are saying about memory leaks and stuff. It's not that bad for me, normally. But since I leave the game running for so long, it really starts to grate after a while.
Some might call this pretty.
Some might call this pretty.
Let's do this.
Jumping.
Time to earn our money.
I.
What a surprise. They're right there. What I reserved. Which I totally didn't need to do, but I did. Is that it? Just 2? Okay, that makes more sense.
Yes, Commander. Confirmed.
Let's go. And the defensiveness on all of these is quite high at the moment.
Targeting for an Alpha strike.
However, the quick draw does not actually come with much health in the first place, so...
Commando?
Should be a simple matter to just blitz this guy to death.
That hit something good.
Alright, there's definitely a tank or something moving around out there. So I guess there's a reinforcement lance.
Lifting off.
Yep, still hear movement.
Yes, Commander.
We got movement!
Target acquired.
Tell you what, this guy hasn't got a hope in hell. Get wrecked.
One less target.
It's go time.
Heads up, Commander.
There they are.
Hostile contact.
The tanks that I could hear rolling in the distance. They have arrived.
Waiting for my opening.
Come at me, bro. Alright, his defenses are now down. Man, he got me like right in the hip. deal with the Orion first, it's more dangerous.
Commander.
The Orion is both more dangerous and also the Black Knight has overheated itself quite a bit, whereas the Orion will probably still be able to fire most of its weapons.
Firing all weapons.
This is a lance that I do actually have to take slightly seriously here. I mean, you know, there's 4 heavies and what looks like assault vehicle support.
Standing by.
It's not actually that bad.
Roger.
Fire! Nice.
Enemy down.
I'm here. Affirmative.
I'll stand on the other side of the ridgeline here just to break line of sight.
All weapons are go.
Oh, that hurt. If the old 80-tonner is a demolisher, then I need to take that seriously, because I can't afford to lose any pilots in this
Receiving you.
late phase of the game.
Position confirmed.
Not really much to do here.
Firing all weapons. Let's
Sadly,
go.
no stab damage, so I couldn't push him down. But he's running way too hot anyway, so I doubt he's going to do much.
Reporting.
Man, he
Serious
landed
armor
like 2 of those hits in the same place.
loss. Waiting for orders. Roger.
Goodbye, buddy. Oh, that's hurting.
Scored a critical hit.
Need something, Chief?
Need something, Chief? Yup. Execute.
All weapons are go.
Execute Order 66. That was probably a bit overkill. I actually could have probably turned a significant number of my lasers off there, but you know, whatever.
Orders.
It is a demolisher. Raise shields. Oh man. Is that joke too sad for this audience?
Yes, Commander. Firing jump jet.
This will let me go in the medium phase, which would be amazing.
Firing on multiple enemies.
$60-ton and 60-ton, so it's like a pair of bulldogs probably. Nothing with AC-20 in the
Commander.
60-ton range, so. He's already taken quite a lot of damage.
Moving out.
Oh, it's an SRM carrier, and there's another 80-tonner behind it. Still, the SRM carrier is, you know, that's something we can just tank. Pardon the pun. Good kill.
Goddamn, let's do this.
Diggity.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
Okay, that could be another demolisher.
Orders.
This should be fatal as long as my shots don't get sucked into the turret void.
Target confirmed.
Nice.
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
This was actually quite a little setup of units they had here. Quite unexpected. Uh-oh. Not the head. Okay, good. Supposed to be playing risk-free here.
Standing by.
That sure as hell looked like a risk to me.
Order acknowledged. All weapons are go.
Nice.
Standing by. Move into position.
One more turn until this guy is off cooldown.
Roger.
Nice.
Inflicted heavy damage.
Well, he was pretty close to losing all of his equipment anyway. Alright, it's a Shrek. That's a lot less threatening.
Reporting heavy damage.
It's not good, don't get me wrong, but... Another SRM carrier? Has he got a shot? He's got a shot. Oof.
I'm going to need a medic.
Took 3 headshots there.
Reporting.
I'm gonna need you to die for me.
Firing.
Or at the very least, fall over and be pushed back a phase. Although be pushed back a phase anyway because of the precision shot.
Ready for orders.
You do not get to shoot twice.
Taking the shot.
Cool, check out the backblast on that, that's awesome.
Hostile eliminated.
I'm here. All right.
See ya. Man, those things are nasty, aren't they?
Hey there. Roger.
Let's get sight. Might be able to just kill him if I'm lucky. Yep. Certainly have the power for it.
Vehicle down.
Mission successful.
Nice. That was a surprisingly heavy amount of gear that they had there. If the terrain was a bit worse, that could have been a really nasty fight. If the terrain was flatter and more open, the vehicles would be able to maneuver much better then I might have been in way more trouble. 2 SRM carriers, a demolisher, and a PPC carrier are no joke. Can certainly get some real work done, even against an assault. Nice. Minor pilot injury. It's always Shiv, isn't it? That's why Shiv is not as highly leveled as the other characters that I used all the time. She always ends up getting injured. Cursed. Cursed, I tell you. Okay. Just waiting for this to load so we can call it. Oh man, I'm gonna restart. I have to restart. The pain, the physical pain this is putting me through right now. People who are playing this game with hard disk drives are like, please cry me a river, Edmon. I'll feel for you if you're on a mechanical disk. Alright, so next time we're going to get these 2 missions done. I'd probably just do them for money, for the sake of speed. And then we're going to visit a few more planets that are unvisited for the 500 or so points that each one provides. But as it stands, there are really no more points to gain, pretty much anywhere. Just the ones that are really hampered by my difficulty settings, i.e. money and EXP. This, as I said previously, this would be maxed out right now if it wasn't for the difficulty setting. Because it would be double what it is right there, if not more. And double of that is the limit. And I was doing the math on it the other day. I have 3 stalkers completed and some spare bits. If I was on 3 parts, I would have had like 9 stalkers by now. That's just how much of a difference it makes. And, you know, if I'd have sold them all, then that would have been like 7 million C-bills right there, another 700 points. But it's not just the lost money, of course, it's the escalation of earning money. You know, the quicker you build your mediums, the quicker you can then get heavies, the quicker you can get assaults, the quicker you can do harder missions, earning more EXP and more money faster. This is exponential economy, as it were. Anyway, that is enough whining for me. I'm going to get this client restarted so that we can carry on playing, and I will see you guys next time.